Man, give me my money.
No,
man.
I said no.
No, I want my money. I
said no, Pop. Now get out of here.
Okay, enough with the nonsense. Let's get into the charts. Today we're going to be talking about all the scenarios at the moment, as price is giving quite difficult price action to analyze. So I'm going to be giving you all 4 scenarios on the chart at the moment, so this will be a longer video. So starting on the main scenario, on the 4-hourly time frame, we still have a WXY that is unfinished. Inside this WXY, in the Y wave, we have this as our main scenario, a triangle in the Y wave. Now, if we go to the hourly time frame, we are at the moment looking for a simple zigzag in wave D. Now, if you go to our Discord channel, a simple zigzag is one here. So, if you have a simple zigzag, we are looking for something like this: a 5-wave move up, a 3-wave move down, and a 5-wave move up. So, if we go back to our chart, we can see that this 5-wave move up has already started in that wave A. If we zoom in, we can see this 5 waves here. 3, 4, and then 5 should finish around that $59,000 level. So this could indeed be the wave 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But at the moment, I predict 1, 2, 3 a little bit higher, a 4, and then a 5, finishing off that A wave. Then we should be looking for a 3-wave B, a B, C, and then a 5-wave C again. So we'll keep an eye on that for now, but this is the main scenario in my opinion. Then on scenario 2, we still have an unfinished we have a finished WXY structure, Y finishing over here at this low at 49,200. Now we are starting with a massive diagonal towards the upside. Now this is not likely in my opinion, because this is a massive range and this would only finish at around the $76,000 level. But everything is possible, so a diagonal is where we have this, a move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all with simple zigzags inside of them. Let me just find the leading diagonal here. So all with a 3-wave structure inside of them. So if we go to our charts, we can see this playing out. A simple 3-wave here, A, B, C, then a 3-wave here, A, B, C, and now we should be seeing an A, B, C all the way to the upside. Now, this target for this 3rd wave, if we measure a 1-to-1 ratio from the bottom of wave 1 to the top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 2, a 1-to-1 sits at the $68,937. Now, price is not allowed to touch that level. Let me just adjust this here for you guys. Price is not allowed to touch that $68,937 due to the fact that wave 1 in a leading diagonal has to be the longest wave, and then wave 5 the shortest wave. So we will see how this plays out, but this is not likely at the moment in my opinion, but still a possibility. Then on scenario 3, we have a WXY in an unfinished B wave. So in this scenario, we still have an unfinished wave Y to the downside, but instead of our A, B, C finishing here, we have an unfinished B wave as an A, B, and then a C. So in this B wave, we have a WXY, W, X, and then Y to that B wave. Now, the issue with this is that the X wave is not allowed to touch the 0.7 at 52,756, but it did indeed touch in this flat. It touched at 0.7 and now we have started to move up. This wave Y should be a 3-wave structure similar to the triangle, but this does not play out as likely as the triangle. The triangle would be a 3-wave structure up and then a 3-wave structure down. But this, as the 0.7 has been touched, is less likely than the triangle. This could still play out and we could still get a C taking this low, but it is less likely. Then scenario 4 on the chart at the moment is the second scenario. So the second most likely chart, in my opinion, is a downward ending diagonal. Now a downward ending diagonal is where we have an A, B, and then a C to that target box of 44,300 to 39,450. That is our target box for this wave C. So in this wave C, we have a ending diagonal, very similar to the leading diagonal, but in this case a 3-wave structure towards the end of a either rally or downward turn. So in this case it is a C. So we would do a wave, let me just get rid of this yellow line, a 3-wave structure down, 3 waves up, and then should be 3 waves down, 3 waves up, and 3 waves down to that target box. So that is what we are looking at as our second structure at the moment. Still a bearish structure, but in the long term bullish, as once we get this low in, we can then look for massive continuation to the upside in larger impulses and those all-time highs again. But that is at the moment the 4 scenarios on the chart. So then we are going to look at the Elliott Wave channel here. If we go to the daily time frame, this is still what I expect or somewhat expect to play out. We still are in this making of the wave 4, and this channel is providing quite nice resistance and support for our bull market targets. So as you can see on this red line, we have the bull market target sitting at around that $115,000 level, and then we can see that this channel has provided multiple times support and resistance through the middle line, bottom line, and the top line here. So if we do look at a longer term time frame, we can see that these bottom lines actually support this trend line actually supports this third wave, fourth, and fifth wave in red move quite nicely. So we can see at this low of the trend line sits at around $47,000, which just misses our target on the C wave, but would be a valid target for the C wave taking out the low. So 47,000 at the moment is the low, in my opinion, that we are going to head to, and then going up to that $85,000 before a drop back to 60,000 and then the double in the 120. That is my opinion for this bull market at the moment on the longer term time frame. Then fair value gaps at the moment sitting on the weekly time frame. We still have these fair value gaps here. We did find resistance off this fair value gap, support off this fair value gap, and now if we do come back, we are looking to take out this one here. So this one has been acted as support and now should crash through, and if we do touch this resistance or support here, we should use that as then a bounce off. So that is also sitting, funnily enough, at that $47,000, just like our Elliott Wave channel. So that is the analysis for today. Now for trade possibilities, we are looking at the 4-hourly time frame on our main scenario. This would be an A, B, C to the upside. So I do in fact have a trade on the 4-hourly time frame. I would wait until this entire correction is finished and then longing from that E wave. That would be the trade on the 4-hourly time frame. Then on the 1-hour time frame, I would say long or short from this top of the D wave, targeting that move in the E wave. That would be a move of, let's quickly draw it out, of about a 10% move. That would be the hourly time frame. This target for the D wave sits at around, let me measure it out, at around the 0.6 at 60,037. It often sits at 0.6 to 0.78. So between these two boxes, you can start entering shorts, and then sitting a stop loss above this trend line here and maybe at the high of the B wave, because that is where the invalidation is. Then on the 15-minute time frame, I would take another trade here, targeting out this top of this A wave. So shorting from here, targeting the B wave would be my move on the 15-minute, as we have seen this rally here. So a target for the B wave at the moment sits between either, let me measure it out, from the bottom of 1 to the top of 3 to the bottom of 4 at the 0.618. So if we go here, we can see it sits at around that 59,800, and another area of confluence from here all the way to here to the bottom of 4 at 59,184. So between these two levels here, that is where I would add some shorts targeting this B wave. Now, this B wave has to be a simple structure of ABC to qualify as a triangle, so we are targeting that move down in the B wave. That would be around the $55,000 area, so a move on the 15-minute time frame of around, if we measure it out here, 5%. Thank you so much for watching. That has been Max Trades Crypto today. Do join our Discord, where we have Elliott Wave channel education, and we put out multiple free analysis every day and all the trade possibilities from the YouTube video. But also subscribe to the YouTube channel and support me that way too. But thank you so much. It's been Max Trades Crypto. Cheers, guys.